Hello, pre-notification gang. You see that Darman frauded the government? No, I didn't see that, but good shit. Hello. These are 5 gift subs, Tyler. Fuck yeah, man, appreciate it. And not too bad, Rip. I didn't do anything today, actually. Not a goddamn thing. Finished Invincible, though. That was very good. Thanks for the resub, Camino. Thanks, man. Thank you. Thanks to Prime Bobby. When are you shipping the paintings? It should be pretty soon. I think we have most of the info. Could be wrong. I'll have to talk to Matt about it, but I think pretty soon. Thanks to resub G's, Lavender, and the Prime Quip. Day's been alright, Colby. Hope you had a good day. Have fun on the podcast, Gray. Thanks to resub, Bray. Thanks to tier 1, not Keej. We're all caught up on Court Cam. They only release 1 or 2 episodes every couple weeks. Oh, no worries at all, Jake. Thanks to the resub Buttery and the 5 gift subs Kaizanzir. And the resub Aldemod and STB. Should be within the next week or so, Jake. I'll talk to Matt about it tomorrow. Thanks to the bits Q and the Prime Joe. And the tier 1 Iazel. And the Prime Shootaz and Yanin. Well, I've got bad news. We're not watching any anime. But thank you for the bits, Salty. Thanks to the Prime Patrick. And I have no idea, Silver. Thanks to resub the guy and illegal sticky buns in the Prime Findova. What are you looking for tonight? I got a couple things I want to watch tonight. Thanks to resub Trees Don't Bark. Nice. I hope it fits wonderfully in the presentation. Thanks a bit, Sand. Do I know what reality shifters are? What is that, like an enemy in Risk of Rain or something? The Strange World of TikTok Reality Shifters. No, it's first I've heard of this. So they believe they can send their consciousness into alternate realities. Cool. Nothing wrong with having an imagination. It's like SpongeBob and Patrick in the box. That's fine. Thanks for the resub, Asuwu, Frisbee Joe, and the 10 gift subs, James Faroot. Thank you, James. Appreciate it, man. Hope you've been well. And thanks. Oh, wow. What the fuck? How many is that? Thanks for the. Holy fuck, how many? 25 gift subs? Thank you, Moosh. Goddamn, man. Really appreciate it. Thank you, Moosh. Thanks to the resub, Sarah, Permafrost, Nashty, and the tier 1 Usmela, tier 1 18% juice, tier 1 waffle, and tier 1 Mr. Uncomfy. Goddamn, Moosh. What's Officer Greg's origin story? I'm not going to spoil it. Thanks to Prime Jack, Caudrel, and Walrus, and gift sub Lung, and resub Deku, and Prime Jabra. Yep, I'm familiar with the bear-proof suit guy. Thanks to the resub Tex. Kind of interested in this reality shifting. Me when Dumbledore calls me to his office and says, "How did you get here? Be honest." That's not reality shifting. Rating things Ron has said to me during Segsy time. That's not reality shifting at all, it's fanfic. Thanks to tier 1 Midman, tier 1 Zippy. And the 5 Fret, and the 5 gift subs Gave You Love. And the 5 gift subs Tyler Goad. Appreciate the back-to-back 5 gift subs. Appreciate it. Thank you for the generosity. Definitely not watching a Morgs documentary, I can tell you that right now. Thanks to resub Lost Guardian. Don't donate to recommend things, just put it in the chat. Thanks to resub Problem. And Tone. And the Prime Cyndaquil. And the resub JP. And the tier 1 Scarvis and Prime Tampico. And the resub Smarties. Have I seen The Truth About Sumo Wrestling? Is that like a documentary or something? Nah, I don't know what this is. Looks kind of wild though. I don't know if I can watch sumo on Twitch. Oh, thanks for the resub. JK son, the bits moosh. Ooh, goddamn, thank you for the big 5k bit drop, Salty. Yeah, fuck lettuce. Thank you, Salty. Thanks to tier 1 Classy Pheasant and resub Snoochie. And the tier 1 Ignoramus. Yep, we're gonna watch some slapping videos a bit later. I believe there's 3 new ones actually. So we'll be watching a lot of slapping tonight. Thanks to the huge tier 2 Odell's and the Prime Wan Hita. And thanks to the gift sub Sweeper. And Bit Sweeper. Yep, we already did the whole Dyatlov pass rabbit hole. Thanks to 2 gift subs Crumple McStinky. Have I heard of Canadian bagged milk? Is there something cool about it? American explores Canadian grocery store.
I lived in Canada my whole life. Bagged milk is so normal.
It's pretty fucking dumb.
It seems to be a mystery for a lot of people online, especially Americans.
Yeah, why bag the milk?
Works. We have them in bags to keep them fresh. Now it comes in a big bag at any grocery store.
Some
places recycle them, but most people throw them out. You can also donate them to most church groups, and they weave them into mats for poor countries. In a big bag, there are 3 bags, and they're a little over a liter each. To know how fresh the bag milk is, each bag has a best before date.
So does normal non-bagged milk.
Milk pitchers are very common. You can get them at any home furnishing store. They probably even sell them at the dollar store. They're very easy to find. You just place the bag in a pitcher upright. Now you probably want to know how to get the milk out.
I'm gonna imagine you have to cut it. Just a
Snippets are very
guess.
useful.
I
You
can't
just cut
believe
one
it.
corner of the bag. You can also use scissors, and it's that simple. You just cut it. Now it pours nice and smooth, and it's that easy. There you have it. Please like,
What
share,
a
comment.
stupid
Much
fucking
appreciated.
idea. You know what else does that? Normal milk cartons. Bagged milk is the dumbest shit. Holy lord. How do you close it? You don't. You have to drink the entire fucking bag of milk. Or you pour it into something that you can close, aka a milk carton. It solves both of those problems. Holy shit. Well, that's the dumbest thing I've ever seen. You weren't wrong. That's pretty fucking dumb. This is tier 1, the Lord of Hang, and the tier 1 Big Bong. And the 2 gift subs, Butter. Thank you, Butter. Perhaps distorted, that'd be cool. Thanks to the resub J, Leaky Pick, and Zaner. They have milk bag holders. But why? You can just get milk in the jug. Then you can close it without the need of a container. Then you can open it and close it easily. There's a Prime Butter Canoe and Blaze in the resub Rhino. And the resub An Architect and the Prime Exocean. Milk bags saved my life. Fair enough. Fair enough. Thanks to the gift sub Brat Bastard and the Prime Carnegie and the resub Mango and 6 cents. Thanks to the resub Nickel. No, don't donate to suggest things. I am still watching One Piece. Haven't got much further. Thanks to the resub Eyes. Pretty sure there's no new To Catch a Predator, but we'll see. I'll look it up in a bit. I've already seen the Rocks with Faces thing anyway, actually. That's from the big story. Good question, Colt. Ketchup chips? Is that another dumb food? Ketchup flavored chips taste test. Canadian ketchup chips from scratch? What the fuck is a ketchup chip? I mean, I can surmise from the name what it is, but let's see.
Hey everyone! And as you can see here on the chip, and okay, let me just take one out.
These are 2 gift subs, Helios and the resub
So as you can
Peace.
see, it's got red powdery stuff all over the chip, and it's just covered with
Chips and ketchup
ketchup
is really
powder, I
good, so I bet it's
ketchup
pretty
flavored
tasty.
powder. Guess I'll eat this one. And the next one we have is the dill pickle one.
Dill pickle is a C tier chip. I mean, I imagine it's pretty good. Chips and ketchup are fantastic together. Unless the ketchup powder's ass. Sounds horrible, Sweeper. Thanks to resub Ranch Boy, Mimney, and give sub Helios. And happy birthday, Cairo. Thanks, Jumbo. Drink some water, man. And thanks to the Prime Draco. Happy birthday, Prattle. Top 10 goblins caught on camera? Something tells me that it's not real goblins. Plus, how could there be 10 goblin sightings? Makes no sense. Thanks for the gift sub, Smella. Ketchup is not good. That's a pretty hot take. Most people like ketchup. I respect the bravery. Thanks for the 5 gift subs again, Q. Good to see you again tonight. Hope you've had a good 24 hours. Have I seen all the Kit Kat flavors Japan has? There's thousands. Why does Japan have so many Kit Kat flavors? 400 flavors of Kit Kats? Wait, what? From cheesecake to wasabi to purple sweet potato? Very interested in the other flavors. You telling me this guy from BuzzFeed tried all 400 flavors of Kit Kat? Well, this is misleading. Only 32 different Kit Kat flavors? You can't say you bought them all. No, I don't watch compilations like that, Trev. What did Nestle do? I'm always surprised people don't know how evil Nestle is. The one that I always go back to is they quite literally, like, took over a very important water reserve. I think it was in Pakistan, no, maybe not Pakistan, but somewhere. They took over, like, the entire water reserve and fucking, like, contaminated the shit out of it. They also got women, or they also, what was it? I need to get this correct, but it was something with babies, where they made them go to Nestle for the nutrients for their babies, which was ultimately toxic. Was another big one. They had like this crazy baby formula that they were pumping in Africa, and it was a massive, deplorable scam. Hold on, let me find the exact story. This was huge. This was absolutely huge. I'm surprised people don't know about this. Okay, here we go. Here's a nice big article. Okay. Let me get like a breakdown. So it led to a big boycott in 1970s. Where the fuck can I just get like the bullet points? Because I want to hit all the main ones. Because it was deep. Like it wasn't them just killing babies. It was a lot more nefarious than that. It was called the baby killer. Like you have to have a pretty intimidating or a pretty fucked up product to have that kind of title. But I just want like bullet points. There's just so many huge write-ups. Okay. In a nutshell, Nestle had this old baby formula, which apparently was invented in 1867, and they turned to developing countries to pump it. So they were providing mothers with propaganda and samples to hook them on the new method of feeding their infants. However, the Nestle infant formula, however, was full of horrible effects in Africa, South America, and South Asian companies, and lost lives were linked to Nestle baby formula skyrocketing, culminating in a Nestle boycott during the 70s. Where can I get more of like the whole thing? If I remember correctly, the baby formula was so fucked up that it would actually make it so the mothers couldn't feed their babies anymore. If they tried to like wean off of it, they would have to keep using this inefficient and downright awful product for their babies. I'm trying to find all of that stuff. Yeah, there's a huge video on it. I learned it from a YouTube video a while back. But we're not going to sit through a whole video on it. I'm just trying to find the bullet points. The Baby Killer booklet, published in 1974. God damn it. There's just so much on it. I can't find just like the simple stuff. Nestle sucks. Nestle just fucking sucks. Besides literally killing babies, they also don't believe water is a human right. They believe water isn't something people should have access to for free. And then what was the thing where they like took over like an entire water system? It's the resub Imbert, Limini Dog, and Zeptor, and the Prime Deku and Firish. Why Nestle is one of the most hated companies in the world. But just tell me the water one. No, no food dip. There's a lot of slapping I want to watch tonight. We're going to do that in a little bit. Child slavery, of course, is another huge one. Here we go, water exploitation. God, they've done this for more than just that one area. This is another massive fucking write-up. Yeah, Nestle sucks. I used to give sub Super Weenie Hut Jr. a resub Buttered Toast. Nestle owns pretty much everything that you see in the grocery stores. They're massive. Most companies are evil. Yeah, Nestle's a whole new level, though. I implore you to look some of that Nestle shit up. It's crazy. Please don't donate to recommend things, man. Just put it in the chat. No, there's no new court cam. I don't know why I keep saying that. They only release like one episode every 3 weeks. These are the 5 gift subs, Butter. And the Prime Shervy. And the resub Chase. Fuck yeah. Arcade Murder Mystery. Didn't we do that one? Well, that didn't work. Now I'm just getting Let's Plays. So that didn't work. There's the Prime J-Baz. Why Ghibli's 3D looked soulless. This? Is it interesting? Does it have a cool
This episode
story?
is sponsored by Audible. Earwig and the Witch is a 2020 animated
Thanks,
film
Teresa,
and the
big
first
booty.
3D animated feature produced by Studio Ghibli. It's a slice-of-life story about a young orphan being adopted by a witch. And that's about it. If that doesn't sound very exciting, yeah, grab a chair and join the rest of the internet. The movie looks
This was
so
made
bland.
by,
In fact, the age-old debate on
the son of
2D
the Ghibli
versus
guy.
3D is being brought up once again. As always, some anime purists came and said 3D just isn't as dynamic as 2D, to which my response is, please keep your waifu fetish to yourself. 3D animation has come a long way, with many stunning films produced by artists from both the East and the West,
3D
covering
ruins everything?
a wide variety
Not really.
of styles. In fact, there are so many good-looking 3D
There's a big
animations
tier
these
2
days,
Jack Rags.
we can look
Fuck
to
you,
them
Jack.
to find out exactly what went wrong with Earwig, and maybe even infer the reason behind this misfire. Spoiler, it's not the 3D. is a failure on the fundamentals of filmmaking. So this is my take on Earwig and the Witch, and
So is
why
this just
it
a
looks
whole
so
video essay on
soulless.
why the videos or the movie's bad? Because I don't know the movie, I'm not gonna really care that much. I only know it because
Lighting is
Miyazaki
often
hates
the
his
one thing
son.
that separates the pro from the
So we
amateur.
watched that.
A ton of work and equipment goes into lighting. Cinema is painting with light.
I'm gonna have to pass on that. The only reason I even know about Earwig is because we watched that video where the Studio Ghibli Miyazaki was talking about how his son's a fucking failure. That's the only reason I even know of that. Thanks to Tier 1 Rosethorn and the Tier 1 Method Man, the resub Mickey. Yeah, the Studio Ghibli guy, like, he's kind of a big asshole. That was a really sad video, actually. He went to his son's premiere and couldn't even fake a compliment. He's just like, yeah, it's bad. I don't like it. I don't like my son. It's bad. And then he walked away smoking a cigarette. Thanks to the resub Lore Beans and the gift sub Eddie. I do, Everlad. I think it does great work. The donations are great. Ghibli is overrated. I don't think they're overrated. I just think the guy behind it's kind of an asshole. I mean, it's hard to watch that video and then not think that he's an asshole. I'll play the snip. We've already seen it, but I'll just play the part that I'm talking about.
What?
God damn it. Where's the whole thing we watched? Did he take it down? No, this is a YouTuber talking about it. Reacting to it. I just want to watch the actual thing. This is Trash Taste. It's a podcast. Very good one. Why do you keep saying second one? It's not what I'm looking for. This is an excerpt from him complimenting his son's newest movie after the bad press from his walking out of it. It was like a whole 15-minute thing where they were following Miyazaki. Definitely found it by just typing that in last time. This is the Prime Clubs and resub Basher and Kin. It was NHK. Was this it? You sure? I'm just gonna assume he took it down. Thanks to Tier 1 Poke. Resub Skyen. Oh, hold on, this might be it. Or at least a clip of it. No, this is definitely not it. This is not a movie premiere at all. What the fuck is this? The goddamn Unity tech demo. Hey Peach, no, it just started. Okay. Miyazaki is blown away by this technology. He's never seen something like this.
毎朝この頃会わないけど身体障害の友人がいるんですよ。そのハイタッチするんだけど大変なんです。
Oh, Jesus fucking Christ.
手と僕の手でこうハイタッチする。その彼のことを思い出してね、僕はこれ面白いと思って見ることできないんですよ。
Thanks to resub Saimoda and Tub.
極めて不愉快ですよね。そんなに気持ち悪いものをやりたいなら勝手にやってればいいだけで、僕はこれを自分たちの仕事をつなげたいとは全然思いません。
What a shame.
極めて何か生命に対する侮辱を感じます。
Nah, follower mode wasn't even on there, Scoots. I just checked. It was completely off. Here's the resub Voorhees. What a shame. Well, I definitely don't want to perpetually stream in subscriber only mode just because one guy's got access to a ton of fucking bots. There's the Prime Mirror and the resub Onikax. Let's see. Hold on. Thanks the resub BG. No, I haven't seen that Mario Kart thing. Okay. You called me a pussy, what do you expect? To have some level of self-awareness that you are indeed a fucking loser. And every time you do this, you just prove the point even further? Like, what do you mean? What did I expect? I expect you to look in a mirror. Thanks to resub Muth, Bob Barker, Noisy, and Deacon. In the tier 1 Samwise. Thanks to tier 1 Elvis Man. Okay, I'll look it up at least. Oh, this is the Summoning Salt video. I'm pretty sure I saw this. But this says 6 months ago. I feel like I saw this a long time ago. Thanks to the tier 1 Sane Assassin. And the resub Commodore. And the tier 1 Raphael. No, I like Summoning Salt. But I'm pretty sure I've seen this. I don't know why this says 6 months ago, because I remember this being a much older video. Thanks to the resub Matchev. Do you see Bill Maher trash take about Twitch? I mean, yeah, I don't know why everyone's all fucking surprised. Every, like, television host shits on the internet. He's, like, a little behind the times, though, because now most television hosts are sucking the internet's cock. Bill's just a little more behind than most. He thinks that that's still, like, the right boomer take. But he's a little off the mark. I bet in 4 months he'll be eaten right off of the internet's plate, trying his best to appeal to a younger audience. I don't really know him, but that's just how it always goes. Thanks to the Prime, Hambo and Tier 1, Jeff, resub El Moto, Fishing Guy, Emerald, and gift sub Brewmeister. And the Tier 1, Drugsma, resub Big Mama. And yeah, I saw that, Mudman. It was sweet. Looks like Prime Renowned. Yeah, I love fake psychics. I love that. I've always been a huge... Well, fake psychics implies real psychics exist. I love going down the psychic scamming rabbit hole. I find it to be amazing. I also plan on visiting some psychics at some point just to see how the whole process goes. Thanks to Prime Joaquin. It's sad sometimes. Like when they take advantage of somebody who's grieving, that's when it's really sad. And then they like just squeeze them for money. Yeah, that's fucking terrible. But when it's just them being like cold reads, acting all like pompous and shit, like that's kind of fun to watch. Thanks to some Honeydew and give sub Toonsville. I don't know why I keep recommending big YouTubers. That's not typically what we do, but sure, man. What did you want me to see? This is just history lessons. But alright. He's a tier 1 Willow in Prime Horizon. What's the most popular one? We'll do that. Thanks to the Prime Gefilta. Oh, sweet, thank you, PA. I'm just gonna do this one because it has a guy in a mask.
This video was brought to you by Ting. More about them at the end of the video. So you're in need of some quick cash, except you run
Here's the
out of
Prime
options
Toasty.
to make money legally. No one's hiring, the working man is a sucker, the pay sucks, or whatever other stories you tell yourself. So it looks like we're gonna have to explore more illicit means
Jubilee
of making
sucks.
money.
Jubilee
So let's
videos
look
are
at
terrible
our
these
options.
days.
You could be a drug dealer. Drug dealers are usually viewed as like dirty scumbags, and we don't want to associate ourselves with them. You could commit a myriad of online fraud. Yeah,
He's a Prime
although that's
C9.
probably the easiest
Sub
crime to
Arizin.
commit these days, and you can do it from home at a massive scale. There's nothing sexy or exciting about it. It doesn't get your adrenaline pumping. What if we robbed a bank?
Now we're cooking.
Freeze! Nobody move! Get over there!
Thanks, Reese Dumpster.
Okay.
Fucking
Now
horrible.
we're talking.
I'm sorry to
Think
hear that,
about it.
Blazed.
You need money. Banks have a lot
Wishing
of
you
money.
and his family the best. That's awful. It's fucking awful.
Compared to other criminals throughout history, bank robbers have always been seen as the quintessential Robin Hood, stealing from those really rich bankers.
No, they haven't.
Thanks to decades upon decades
What?
of Hollywood romanticizing bank robbers, every single person has at least thought about robbing a bank before. And besides, today, the federal government guarantees the average
know about
person's
that claim.
deposits anyways. No one's gonna get hurt. It's a victimless crime.
We're here for the bank's money, not your money. Your money is insured by the federal government. You're not going to lose a dime.
Since the general public isn't directly getting hurt,
Thanks to Prime
they're much
Spoon.
less likely to retaliate and demand justice compared to something like murderers, drug dealers, or online scammers. So obviously, becoming a career bank robber is the only logical route. But just like any other crime, the smallest mistake and you are screwed. With a very hefty fine and prison time of up to 20 to 25 years.
Only 20
depending
years?
on if you
That's not
assaulted
bad.
anyone. And being that a little over half of all bank robbers are eventually caught, this new profession of yours shouldn't be taken lightly. Add on top of that the fact that the average take for bank robberies in 2012 was only around $10,000,
Maybe,
and you'll
Jeff.
see that we have a lot of work to do. So let's learn how to rob a bank. Theoretically,
Alright,
first.
let's get it. Let's go.
Bank robbery is just like any other business or investment. The
This is
more
a
risk you
vid by
take on,
cops.
typically but not always, the more money you're gonna make. That means
Maybe.
there are a few different ways you can approach robbing said bank. You can go in guns blazing and force the manager to open up the vault. You can plan out an elaborate heist where you go in at night and break into the vault, and these methods will typically give you much more money. Or you can keep things cool and calm by simply walking in, passing the
Thanks,
teller a
Resub
demand note
Fruit.
telling them to give you their money,
Prime
and
Logan.
boom, you're in and out without a hitch. Except you'll probably only get the money the teller has in the register, which isn't a lot.
So what is
Take
this
Joe.
video
The
about?
number one rule you have to keep in mind
It's
is
just
to
movie
not do
clips.
what's expected by the public or law enforcement. Study the data on what most would-be bank robbers do on their heists and figure out a way to do the exact opposite to confuse law enforcement. For example, the same guy we talked about earlier, Joe Loya, figured out that most robbers do their first heist far away from their home, let's say an hour away. Then they get super paranoid and skittish afterwards about being caught, but
I'm not really feeling that one. But I mean, yeah, you could rob a bank for money and follow a movie plot line. Might work. I don't know. Never robbed a bank. Thanks, Teresa Buddha. Bringing Christ into your life, is it cool? Who's it by? You said Blizzy? Well, that didn't work. He's a tier 1 Aaron. Please don't donate to recommend something, just put it in the chat. He's the Prime Saru Senpai. Vagrant Holiday? Why does that sound so familiar? Oh, that's why. It's this channel. I remember this. Yeah, I've seen Disrupt's videos. The editing on that channel is fucking nutty. I don't know about that, Akira. Thanks to resub, Eugene. That's sweet. Hey, Tristan, and thanks for the 10 womp. No, I can neither confirm nor deny those, Dogler. Live PD doesn't exist anymore. Yeah, I know there's a new Disrupt. I haven't seen it yet, but it's another, what is it? End of the world virus? Forgot what it was called. Oh, this is actually brand new. This one is what I was thinking of. What's the Sirens of Cyberspace? Thanks, Resub Spartan and Faith.
Born too late to explore the Earth. Born too early to explore the stars.
Born just
But at
in
least
time
we
for
have
dank
cyberspace.
memes.
But don't let the pixels and binary fool you. This realm is equally as treacherous. If explorers of old
Thanks to
had to
Resub Wordy.
contend with the diverse environments of planet Earth, and astronauts of the future with the kaleidoscopes of the cosmos, the cybernaut of the 21st century will have to pioneer navigating cyberspace. Like
Man,
our
fuck
other explorers
cyberspace.
risk danger to their physical bodies, we risk
Thanks to
damage
Tier 1
to
Solder
our
and the
minds.
Prime Hindu.
The emergence
I'm on
of
episode
cyberspace
14
in the
of One
21st
Piece.
century poses peculiar challenges to the modern person. One can't just surf the web and not be aware of the dangers potentially lying behind every chunk of data. The vibrancy of this realm can be
Good luck,
compared to
Dub.
mythology
Hope it goes well.
found in the stories of old. The cybernaut must not be swayed by the calls of the sirens. Cyberspace is a singular metaphysical
Let's get
place
cyber
connecting
fucking. Let's
thousands of
go.
locations.
Wake
It
up,
doesn't
samurai.
exist in the real world, yet we can explore it. We can see firsthand the
Is it
exploits
Tier
of
1
Napoleon's
Tarn?
conquest.
Prime He-Man.
We can go to the academy and listen in on the philosophies of the Greeks, or take an ether jump to Chinese schools and explore their ways of thinking and history. We can go to the Tesseract and explore the simulations we've created and the millions of people beta testing our capabilities. Simply put, while Lewis and Clark trekked west and Lieutenant Davis and his crew stepped foot on Mars, the Cybernaut explores the vast catalog of human wisdom
Yeah,
and
fuck
knowledge.
yeah.
The Cybernaut's compass is curiosity, his spaceship, computer
Thanks,
technology.
Scar. Yeah, Invincible is fantastic.
So
Finished
what are
it
the
today.
things the Cybernaut might hope to discover, whatever he or she desires? Like I said, before you can go and explore anything,
Tier 1 waffle.
go as niche or as general as you'd like. Jump in the rabbit hole of a plethora of esoteric internet cultures, or be at a loss for words when someone tells you about the deep-fried Big Chungus.
Yeah, it sounds about right.
You want to become more productive? Rid your life of unnecessary things? The various monasteries of the minimalists give one.
So is this just like a summation of the internet?
streamlined life. Again, anything you'd like to explore, cyberspace has something to offer. But this place isn't the Elysian Fields, or it could be, but it might not be. So
Yeah,
how do we
it is.
differentiate and not get lured by the calls of the sirens in cyberspace?
I think I'll just pass on that then if it's just like a history of the internet. I thought it was going to be something like something crazy happened on the cyberspace. You won't believe it. Thanks to the resub gaming. Doing alright, Mimi. Hope you had a good day. Thanks for the long time of watching, No T. The resub Pokemon Ranger. Look up Sneeko. What is that? Is that the old Xbox 360 game from Burger King? Or it's another big YouTuber. I see. Why you should stay sober.